What's up, heroes? Welcome to another edition of Book Club. Time for our book of the month, The E-Myth Revisited. Let's hop right in. We got a lot to do. So we are getting to the end of the book. We're going to be doing chapters 13 through 18, starting now and going through the end of September. This is time to really get our hands dirty. So a lot of it's been theoretical so far. This is where we're going to be calling you to the carpet and saying, hey, you're going to take your business to the next level, kicking and screaming, but we're going to do it. So let's get our hands dirty and get in. We already talked last week about your business development program. This time we're going to enact it. You're really actually going to do it. So this week we're talking about your primary aim, your strategic objective, and your organizational strategy. So let's talk about where this is going. By the time you're done with all this, you basically should have a business plan. And literally, if you're doing all the work, if you're creating the standard operating procedures that we've talked about, you're writing down your scripts, all the stuff that we've been doing so far, it should all be going into one document. And we're going to build your business plan around it and start adding the other sections in. By the time we're done with this, if you do what we tell you to, you are going to have a printable, beautiful business plan that you could literally hand over to someone and they could run your business. So the author of the book says your business plan is a way of communicating to anyone the direction your business is going, how it intends to get there, and the specific benchmarks it will need to hit. So how are we going to do that? Well, number one, your primary aim. You, if you've been part of the Morning Hero, have already done this. And this is where you talk about what you're working for. What do you value most? What do you want in life? What do you want it to look like, to feel like? What do you wish to be? So Michael Gerber says in the book, with no clear picture of how you wish your life to be, how on earth can you begin to live it? How do you know what your next steps or what your first steps are going to be in your business if you don't know where you're going? That's like getting in the car and just driving but not having any destination. It's ridiculous. So hopefully you've already done that work. If you haven't, you need to take some time, sit down and do some serious journaling. Moving on, your strategic objective. This is a very clear statement of what your business has to ultimately do for you to achieve that primary aim. In other words, for you to get what you want in life, what does your business need to do? So you're going to look at some very basic things like money. You are in your business, not a hobby, because you want to make money. How much money do you want? When do you want it? Do you want something that's going to give you a little bit of cash flow year after year? Or are you looking at something you can build and then sell for 20 times earnings in 5 years and then go retire? What is your product? This is a really big one. So Michael Gerber talks about products versus commodities. For example, I'm here in my real estate office, but we don't sell real estate. That's a commodity. Anybody can sell real estate, and a lot of people do out there. So what is it that specifically we offer? And Mr. Gerber talks about people buying feelings. So for me, when I'm working with my clients, I'm helping them getting value out of properties they didn't even know they had value in. I'm helping relieve them of some stress, relief from some burden, maybe cashing out on a property to do something they've always dreamed of. So I'm trying to provide them with an expert hand and someone who can guide them, not just, hey, I can sell your property for you, but hey, I'm going to take care of it for you, get you the best amount of money so that you can go on and move that money into a better, maybe a much better investment. Third, and if you don't know this, you're in serious trouble, who is your target customer? And I've heard so many people when I've done coaching say, oh, my customer's anyone. Bull crap. If you don't know specifically who your customer is, so for example, my customer right now, because I'm doing a lot of office condos, is a small business owner, anywhere from 2 to 10 employees. Usually professional service, something like a doctor, lawyer, architect, bookkeeper, accountant. Those are my targets. Do you know who your specific targets are? You need to know this to start putting your strategic objectives in place, and that needs to be its own section in your business plan, is strategic objective, and we're going to start working on that. Next chapter, organizational strategy. So Michael Gerber talks about personalities versus positions. Especially if you're a small business owner, your business is probably personality based. I can do this and this and this, and my one partner I have does some of the same things, some different, because that's what they like. Back up, because once you start growing or trying to outsource things, it's going to get really messy. You need to start making an actual org chart. Now, this is going to seem silly if you're a one-person business or a two-person business or a small business, but what you're actually going to do is create an org chart as if you were a 100 or a 500,000 person business. So for me, in my real estate business, I'm basically going to replicate what the office does here, because that's what I do on a micro level. So even though I might be the president and CEO, I need to do marketing. I need to do sales and support. I don't really have a product that I need to develop, but I definitely have an inventory that I need to keep of available properties. And I definitely have operations stuff. I have billing and IT stuff. I've got all these different things. So you need to break out your business into all of these things, even if once it's all done, you go and assign a person to each one of those areas and it's all you. Because what we're trying to coach you to do, even this week with Jarvis's challenge of how to coach your VA properly, is to take one of those single things. So maybe it's under marketing, maybe it's lead generation, like this is what I'm doing right now, and maybe it's not even lead generation, it's specifically like right now I have my VA doing lead generation in email lead generation. So that's one task that I used to have that I'm handing off, and now I can put him under lead generation, or maybe the sub job of lead generation. So that's the whole point in compartmentalizing everything, is then you can start breaking off these pieces one at a time and saying, you know what, maybe I don't want to do under marketing, maybe I don't want to do e-marketing anymore, maybe I don't want to do social media, and that's part of my marketing strategy. I'm going to hire someone who does that. So now you can take that and assign it off to someone else. All right, this is your ponder and discuss moment. So big one, if you haven't already done this, talk with your group or leave in the comments below. What is your primary aim in life? Why are you working? Are you working just to work, or do you have bigger goals? What is the strategic objective of your business? What is your target customer? How much money do you want to make? What is the actual product that you sell, not the commodity? What is the feeling that you're selling? Coke does not sell high fructose corn syrup. Coke sells the feeling. All of their ads are about feelings and friendship and fun. And then regardless of people, what does your positional org chart look like? All right, take a few minutes to ponder and discuss, and we will see you next time.